좋은 아침 여러분, Tony입니다. Good morning, everyone. It's Tony. This is actually a first ever look that I'm going to be looking at a brand new artist from KOZ Entertainment. Maybe not brand new in terms of just people knowing about them, but for me at least, this is basically my first time reaction. Maybe that's what I should have said. This one being for a new KOZ Entertainment artist that I have not yet reacted to. As I mentioned, KOZ Entertainment being the actual label for Zico. So this one being Zico, but it's actually being it's actually been bought over, essentially, like has a majority stock share held by actually Big Hit Entertainment. And this is why you'll see that this is actually on the Big Hit label actual YouTube page as well. That being said, this is going to be my first look at Dvwn, which is a actual Korean rapper. So when I found out about this song, when I first heard the teaser of this song, you would probably be really surprised because I heard a vocalist. I was really confused, and when I looked into it, I was like, he's apparently a Korean rapper. So I was like, is there something that I'm missing here? But the song is really special. Song was titled Free Light. I'm super excited to look into it. Oh, Korean name is Jayu Heng, sorry, which is essentially Free Light. I'm really excited because I heard the teaser and it was absolutely magical, and I still cannot believe that this man is actually considered a rapper first and not a vocalist, because there were some amazing vocals. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's look this up, guys. I was actually really excited to look into this, so I'm happy that we could finally look at it. Oh, why is my sound always off? It almost has that vibe, like the way he did like it feels kind of like, when you're going to bed, it feels like a lullaby, almost like your parents are lullabying you to sleep. It's very cool. It's very cool. Wow. This is very kind of like cello forward. That's very unique, because usually in a more sentimental song from K-pop artists, usually you don't hear the cello being the main forefront instrument. You usually hear like a piano or something, or like a harp. I like how he's like oh, so da na 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 했는데, like very smooth. That's why I don't understand how this man is actually the rapper first. He's perfectly good as a vocal. Oh, jeez. For those who bear the burden for beloved one. Oh. Wow. Wow. The way they transition, it feels like, with the plane taking off, feels almost like a scene transition into like you're in New York now. You made it to the big city, kind of like that jazz bar vibe with the kind of actual drums coming in, the trumpet coming in, all of those instruments coming in. Very clean, very beautiful. The piano is it has that nighttime vibe. Wow. Oh, that's fun. The CG is really fun here. Wow. Wow. Are there lyrics for this? 1 second. There are lyrics for this. Holy cow, I missed part of it. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Oh, CG's really top notch. And even on Zico's recent stuff that he's been releasing, I noticed that too. Their CG is super cool. It's very distinct, but it's very clean. It's very well done. So it doesn't feel kind of like gimmicky. It actually has like its own place in the actual actual video. And here it kind of feels like it's almost like dream-esque. It's really cool. Who is this? I think they said Park Shin Hye. So I guess that's maybe her. A lot of people are saying it's like only Big Hit could get this person, which I guess means that she's a famous actress or famous character to an extent. Come over, sir. Oh, okay, so maybe it's not free flight, safe flight. Yeah, so this is now she's like I think made it to like the big city. The like I'm saying New York here because it has that New York vibe. She's like at least moved
다른
in exchange.
교환해봐요.
This
좀
belt's
더
getting tighter.
솔직해져요. 미웠던 어제 우리가
Ooh. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh wow. His voice. Wow.
질투할 만큼
Whoever
세게
dislikes will be jealous.
껴안은
What
벅차는
pulls back your
맘들
emotion?
깊이 담지 말고 고이
Oh.
한 손까지
These background vocals. So first it's like a deep like ooh, and now there's like a higher pitched one. They both bring to the forefront Down's main voice. Like they bring it forward, they accentuate it, which is so clean and so nice, man.
여기 전부 내려놓고 나면 가늘게 뻗은 붉은
Which is
햇빛
very pretty.
가벼진 널 데리러 오죠. Have a good night, have a good sleep, have a good night in the sun.
So he has kind of like a distinct, already high pitched tone of voice, and now he's hitting like that's very cool because you have now right now the deep cello, so it's creating a cool contrast and it really accentuates the voice. And everything about this song is very kind of like slow and just like jazzy, but he finds a way to like pick it up with his actual voice, how like his voice is setting the tempo. It's very like vocal driven, this song. Very nice, very clean. Don't be missing it on the flip. It's a love song for sure. And about like how so I think the song entirely is about like how even though you leave, have a safe flight, but my love, I'll always be here for you. My love for you will always be here for you. I think that's kind of like what it's referring to. Like, don't worry about me. We'll be back together, kind of. Yeah. And she, I think that's what she's seeing. Like you see her, she's having okay, so it's Park Shin Hye. Yeah, okay. So there is like a moment right now. Like she's seeing like you see the seatbelt being pulled forward. You see like that little touching moment, that touchy moment to the side. I think it's like her getting in her mind. It's like, should I actually be going? Maybe like I'm always thinking about this person. I think she's like getting second thoughts here about it, kind of. It's about that idea of like, when you've seen the movies like that unrequited love, that love that you see the girl or the guy fly off, but then they have a second thought and then they end up back at like the person's apartment or something saying like, "Oh, I changed my mind." I think that's what's happening here. The trumpet and the trombone. Is it? The things I have secretly kept in for myself. You kept it for myself. Mm. That's done. Oh, she's been sending messages. Free flight. Cool. That's really cool, actually. I'm really a big fan of this song. It was something that I was certainly not expecting from when you first look at their profile and you see rapper, Korean rapper. Very not much a rapper only, very much a vocalist also. This was such a cool song because you don't hear it very often from any Korean artist that I've heard so far. Kind of like going into this very Western jazz bar driven song. This I felt was super just like emotional. I think there was a lot of power behind it, but it didn't make me want to tear up. It made me just want to continue watching what the story was. I think that this paints a perfect picture for what the entire idea of the actual song is like. It's kind of, you know, getting like the love, kind of showing that there's like a distance, but I'll always be there for you. It has that comforting factor to it, that kind of like warmth in the background, and it kind of like is represented also in that little moment where you see like the belt being tugged forward, and even in the lyrics saying like, I'll hold you tight. things like that kind of really bring home and push forward that idea that this is about kind of like distance, even though you may be afar apart. If there's that one person meant for you in your life, they will be back for you. You will be meant to like greet each other, and that doesn't matter what time or like distance does apart from one another. And you can see that even Park Shin Hye, she has like second thoughts about where she's going, and she like always has these like letters or like planes that she's trying to look at to like kind of fly away, fly back to, I guess in this case, down, so which is like a really cool little nod to that. That's very fun, super cool, and I love the idea of being very kind of just instrument forward, with the simple, no like pop music, no EDM, no electronics, purely vocal driven, very simple, very rustic. I loved everything about it. It has that nighttime vibe, but as I mentioned again, has that kind of like warming factor. Doesn't make you want to cry, just makes you want to just like replay the song on repeat at night and just like chill out to it. So special, absolutely loved it. Really impressive, and I cannot wait to hear more from Daun, because if this was his vocals, I'm all for it. I'm really, really down to check out some more, and maybe check out some rapping too. So if you guys have any recommendations for Down, or like want to give me some info on this person in particular, because I don't know too much about them. This is my first time ever checking out one of their works. Please let me know in the comment section below. Would love to get to know a bit more, and it would love to learn it from you guys. But with that being said, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, this has been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.